What's going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys. But first things first, as always, hope you guys are having an amazing day. So in today's video, we're going to be jumping back into our Bloons Tower Defense 6 walkthrough/playthrough/guide. And for today's guide, we're going to be jumping onto a Peninsula Chimps mode. So for this mode, we will be using Admiral Brickell because of course this is a water map, thus we're going to be using a water hero. Alright, now the first thing I want you guys to know is that because this is a little bit of a harder map and because there isn't a lot of space to place down your towers, first couple of rounds might be a little bit RNG based, especially because we're going to be starting off with a monkey sub. So it's highly dependent on if we get the good RNG with the monkey sub itself. But at the same time, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that we try to reduce the RNG as much as we possibly can. So the first thing that we're going to be placing is we're going to be placing down a monkey sub, and you guys are going to know where to place the monkey sub because you're going to be lining up the tail with the rock right here, and on top of that you're going to try and get it as close to this curve in the path as you guys possibly can. So as you guys can see, the tail of the monkey sub is in line with that rock, and we are as close to the path as we can get in. So now that we went ahead and did that, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to come over here to this side, and we're going to grab a monkey or a dart monkey and place it on this little patch of grass on the far left. Alright, so now as long as we got everything placed correctly, we shouldn't have any issues with round 6. There we go. So we managed to pop the green balloon, and you guys will instantly know if you guys messed up the placement of your monkey sub, because that back green balloon will not get hit by your monkey sub. So as long as you get that or the positioning of your monkey sub correct, you guys shouldn't struggle too much with round 6. Alright, now the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be grabbing a dart monkey. We're going to be placing at the top of this patch of grass, at the very tippy top as far as you guys can place him, and we should be good to go. Now the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be going for twin guns. Now twin guns, this is one of the most important upgrades in the game because you guys need to buy it as soon as you get the $485 in order to afford it. And you guys will know when you're about to be able to afford it because of course you guys are going to be paying attention to your money. Alright, so we can go ahead and fast forward a little bit to the point where we have almost enough money, and then the thing that we're going to do is we're instantly going to be spamming the twin guns until we buy it. And as long as we get our twin guns, we will be good for the rest of round 9. And now, since we have our twin guns, we are going to be good to go up until the point where we can afford to buy our Admiral Brickell. So guys, I do want to apologize for all of these different steps. I spent the last almost 6 hours trying to come up with this strat for you guys because of course I did a poll on the old YouTube channel, and this is the map that this is the map that ended up winning. So I really hope you guys find this strategy helpful, and of course, if you enjoy it, please feel free to hit that like button. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe as well. I do upload quite a bit of Bloons Tower Defense 6 content. But anyways, guys, what we're going to do with our Admiral Brickell is we're going to be placing her like so. So this little side barrel is lined up with this little line on the path, and that's how you guys are going to know where to place your Admiral Brickell. And then of course it's going to be very important that you get the positioning of your Admiral Brickell as close to where I have it as possible, because we're going to need our Admiral Brickell to buff our sub commander in future rounds. Alright, now the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be going for Barb Darts, because we need our monkey sub to have a little bit of additional popping power here. So we need our monkey sub to have a little bit more popping power, because now we need to save up for airburst darts. And guys, we really don't have much room for messing up any upgrades here or buying the wrong upgrade path, because if you guys do not buy the right upgrade pass, or if you guys buy an upgrade path that isn't needed, and it'll end up messing up the entire thing, because money is extremely tight in this guide, because we need to buy balloon sabos, we need to buy shattering shells, we need to buy MIBs, we need to buy four monkey subs, we need to get sub commander. And there's actually a lot to the strat, hence why it took me quite a bit of time to actually come up with this for you guys. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be grabbing ourselves a monkey Buccaneer like so. And we're going to be upgrading it all the way to Crow's Nest because we're on round 21, and on round 24 we are going to get our first camo balloon. So we can go ahead and speed things back up to the point where we have our Crow's Nest. And guys, one thing I wanted you guys to know is I do apologize for how long this guide is. It's just that there's a lot that we need to go over, especially when we start getting to the higher rounds. The mid game isn't really that hard because we're just saving up to buy a couple of tier 5s. We're placing down a bunch of monkey subs, so it's nothing too crazy. Alright, so next thing that we're going for is we're going for Grape Shot. So now that we can afford a Grape Shot, we're good to go. Now we're instantly saving up for Hot Shots because we're on round 27 now, and on round 28 we're going to be getting the lead balloons, and our Brickelle can only handle so many lead balloons with her little floating barrels here. Alright, so now that we've done all of that, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be placing down a monkey sub here. So yeah, we really don't need our second monkey sub yet, but we're going to be placing our monkey sub right here so its barrel is in line with this peak. Now that we have our monkey sub placed down, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be upgrading it all the way to a tier 4. So in order to kind of reduce the time a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and speed to the point where we have our tier 4 monkey sub, and then I'm also going to be placing down an alchemist. So I'll go ahead and bring you guys back on round 39 when I have all of that placed. Alright guys, here we are on round 39. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my auto start really quick because I want you guys to get the positioning of your alchemist correct. So we have our monkey sub upgrade to advanced intel with armor piercing darts, and then I went ahead and removed the seaweed from this rock right here because this is where we're going to be placing down our alchemist. So we're going to be placing down our alchemist on the very bottom left hand part of the rock, and yes, it is very, very important that you get the placement of your alchemist correct because we're going to be putting a monkey village here when we start getting to the late game. Alright, so what we're going to do with this alchemist is we're going to be upgrading it to a berserker brew, and then we can go ahead and press play for round 40. We can go ahead and turn our auto start back on as well. Now that we've beaten round 40, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to finish upgrading our alchemist all the way to stronger stem with stronger acid, and then of course perishing potions as well. And then once we get all of these upgrades, we're going to be going for the next big tower in our defense. Alright, so there's our stronger stem, there's our stronger acid, and then there's our perishing potions. Now the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming up here to this rock right here. We're going to remove that seaweed, and then we're going to grab ourselves a wizard. Now with your wizard, you want to place him as far down on this rock as you can possibly get him. And the reason why we're placing him down as far as we can get him is because we're going to be going for the Prince of Darkness. And of course we want the Prince of Darkness to spawn in the undead balloons as far back as we can get them to spawn them. So in order to make sure that you're getting good spawn rates and a good spawn spot on your undead balloons, you want to place them as far down on this rock as you can possibly get him. But alright guys, and now that we've done all of this, the only thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be saving up to buy our Prince of Darkness, which we should be able to afford on round 60. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to round 60, and I'll bring you guys back on round 60 once we can afford the Prince of Darkness. Alright guys, we're towards the end of round 59, and on round 60 we are instantly going to activate our Admiral Brickelle ability, which is going to boost our monkey sub, and we should be able to afford our Prince of Darkness now. Awesome. Now that we have our Prince of Darkness, our warriors are starting to get a little bit less and less because, of course, the Prince of Darkness has a lot of popping power. But guys, this is not enough to beat this map. So the next tower that we're going to end up going for is we're going to be going for Sub Commander. And we're going to be able to afford our Sub Commander at the beginning of round 76. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to round 70, or towards the end of round 75. And I'll bring you guys back towards the end of round 75 when we're about to be able to afford our Sub Commander. Alright guys, here we are on round 75, and the first thing that we're going to end up doing is we're going to activate Admiral Brickel's ability just to make easy work of round 74, because those BFBs can give our subs a little bit of a hard time. And as you guys can see, we easily took care of round 76, but just in case you guys struggle, or just in case you guys don't get the good RNG with the balloons that the Prince of Darkness throws out, just make sure that you guys are playing the game slow, and then upgrade the sub commander as soon as you guys can. All right, now that we have our sub commander, we are setting in a much we're setting much better. So now we can start grabbing a couple more monkey subs, and the only thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be upgrading them to 204s with armor piercing darts, and we need to have 4 of these 204 subs in order to make this strategy work. So we don't really need to worry too much about buying a glue gunner just yet, but we will at some point be buying a glue gunner as soon as we get all of our monkey subs placed down. So the only thing I'll say is just do your best to try and get them as close to this island as you guys possibly can. If you guys need a reference point for where to place down your monkey subs, feel free to place down a village. That way you guys know if you have your subs within range of your village or not. Alright, so there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and just buy 2 more monkey subs, and then we're going to get into the next part of our strat. Right, there we go. There is our 3rd one. Here is our 4th one, and just need a little bit more money to afford this last armor piercing darts, then we should be good to go. Alright, and as you guys can see, now that we have more and more subs, we're doing a lot more damage to the Moab balloons, which is what we were initially starting to struggle with when we got the sub commander. So now the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be going for this glue gunner placed right on top of your Prince of Darkness, like so. You guys don't need to worry about giving it a monkey village or anything like that, because it's within range of the Prince of Darkness, so it's going to allow the glue gunner to actually hit the DDT balloons as well as any camo balloons that are coming through. Alright, now that we have all of this, guys, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming back here to this monkey village, and we're going to be upgrading it to the MIB, because we want all of our subs to have the ability to pop the DDT balloons, because if we don't get the MIB, then it's basically not going to do anything. Alright, so there we go. There's our MIB. Now that we have our MIB, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our monkey village to jungle drums. So there we go. Now we have our jungle drums. The next thing that we want to go for is, now that we have the bread and butter of our strat set up, we're going to go for a couple of support towers. More specifically, we're going to be going for a shattering shells. That way we can go ahead and rip the reinforcement off of the balloons, making it easier for our subs to deal with. The first beefy round that's going to be kind of hard for our subs to deal with is going to be round 93 and round 94. So we need really good timing with our Admiral Brickel here, or we need to be able to afford a balloon sabo before round 94. All right, so we can go ahead and speed things back up. And guys, I cannot stress it enough. Please do not get frustrated if you happen to lose on a round. Even me, myself, and I, even though I developed the strategy, I know what I need by what rounds. Even I struggle with it sometimes. All right, so there's our shattering shells. So round 983 won't be that big of an issue now. We could go ahead and buy faster reload and then buy rapid reload as well. Now we are setting really good, guys. The next thing that we instantly need to go for is we need to go for a balloon sabo, because we need a little bit of stall when it comes to round 96, because round 96 is a pretty beefy round for our towers to deal with. But if we have our balloon sabo, it won't be that hard for all of our towers to, all of our towers to deal with the balloons. Even here, like you could see, our towers are struggling with popping the OMGs. So having this added stall is going to make these rounds much easier, guys. Alright, so now that we were able to deal with round 94, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves a second balloon sabo. And the reason why I go for 2 balloon sabos is because we need one for round 98 and we need one for round 99. Because if we do not have it for round 98 or round 99, then unfortunately we will end up losing once again. Alright, so we're going to be activating the balloon sabo for round 95. That way our towers have a little bit more time, or our monkey subs have a little bit more time to do damage to the DDT balloons. But we're going to wait until the Moab balloons make it to our Prince of Darkness, just in case we don't need to activate our balloon sabo. Alright, so we can go ahead and speed things back up a little bit. Alright, so we didn't need our balloon sabo for round 95, so opposed to using we need to use Admiral Brickel's ability on round 96 once we see the ZOMG balloons pop on screen. Alright, so we're setting good so far. Our shattering shells is doing an amazing job. Alright, we may actually not even need to activate our balloon sabo here, or our Brickel. Oh, there are the ZOMGs. So let's go ahead and we'll use a mine. And the mine should be enough for our... Nope, we need a balloon sabo. And there we go, perfect. So this is what I mean, like, this strat was really hard to come up with, and even though I came up with it, even I mess it up sometimes. So just make sure you guys are playing these last couple of rounds kind of slow. That way you guys don't struggle with any of these rounds. Alright, there we go. Round 97 shouldn't give us too much of a hard time because we have our shattering shells. There we go. Round 97 done with. Now on round 98. First thing we are going to do is we are going to activate Admiral Brickel's ability at the start of round 98. Because we need to have Brickel's ability back for round 99, and this is a way to guarantee that we're going to have it. So let's go ahead and activate a balloon sabo to give our towers a little bit more time to actually hit these balloons, and we should be able to finish off these balloons with minimal effort from this point on. Again, guys, the reason why I'm playing slow is just in case I need to activate a emergency balloon sabo here like I just had to, because if those BFBs round this corner, then it's pretty much game over. But luckily, we should have Brickel's ability ready here in just a second. Let's go ahead and place down a mine back here. And then as soon as we can activate Brickel's ability, we're going to go ahead and activate it for the DDT balloons, and then we have the mine to go ahead and finish things off. Alright, now that we're on round 100, this is the last challenge because we need our first strike to finish off the bad balloon. And this is gonna be a little bit of a problem here. So let's just go ahead and wait and see how much damage we do to the bad balloon. There we go. We can almost activate our first strike, and first strike now. There we go. Perfect. That was such a stressful recording, guys. So now that we went ahead and beat Peninsula on Chimps, we can go back to the home screen. And because I had a gold bordered before, we should have the black border now. Yep, there we go, guys. Now we have the black border on Chimps. But anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to hit that like button, especially since I spent a lot of time on this, and this was a super hard one to beat. But anyways, guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe as well. I do upload quite a bit of Bloons Tower Defense 6 content. But anyways, guys, you already know what time it is. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I will see you guys in the next one.